Hello, hello, welcome to Friday Nights with Emma. Hope everybody is well. It's cold. Got my house gloves on because we have a cold house. Well, we don't have a cold house, we're just too cheap to put the heating on for very long. Have red wine tonight, it's feeling it. It's winter, prefer the red in the winter. Link's helping. We'll let everybody join, give them a minute. Give you a minute. Give us a little thumbs up. Mikey's on camera again tonight, so let me know you're there. Hi Claudia. Now I'll talk about, we're actually going to do some sewing tonight.
Elaine.
Hi Elaine. Not just rattling on.
Cheryl.
Stuff, I got hairs in there. Hi Cheryl.
Terry.
Hi Terry.
Joan.
Hi Joan. Hi. Everybody's staying warm.
Christine in Glasgow.
Hi Christine.
Dawn.
Hi Dawn. We got a new angle tonight. Michael and Link were both like, what? I had a request for you guys to see the tree.
Diamond.
Hi Shirley.
Jackie.
So we're doing it this way tonight. Hi Jackie. Can you see the tree?
I can see the tree.
Okay. It's Christmas. Almost Christmas.
Catherine.
Hi Catherine.
Annette.
Hi Annette. So I'll show you what I'm going to show tonight.
Then.
Hi then.
Your Sarah.
Hi Sarah.
Lolly.
Hi Lolly. This is
Anne.
This is a mini landscape.
Diane.
Hi Diane.
Ross.
Hi Ross. So I'll be showing this.
Terry says the tree looks lovely.
Oh, thank you. This is all foundation piecing, which you know I'm not a big fan of, but this one is actually really easy. And I have put together.
Carol says, evening everyone, I'm halfway through Christmas in Quiltsboro. Hopefully we'll finish in time for family visit at Christmas.
Yay.
Jane is watching and your mum is watching.
Hello Mum, hello Jane. Yeah, I definitely want to see pictures of Christmas in Quiltsboro. Monday I think I'm talking to Jess about spring in Quiltsboro, so we'll see. Yes, so for the mini landscape, I've actually put together a kit of all of these fabrics. It is on the landing page of the website at swiftquilting.com. You get, I'll show you, it goes through all the fabrics, but they're all the same.
Sure, watching.
Okay, so I'll show you here because I'm going to show you what you get. And even if you don't use it for this, these are really good if you do any landscapes.
Valerie and Christine.
Oh, hi Valerie, hi Christine. They're really good to have in your stash because you don't always need a lot of landscape fabrics, but a little bit will do you. So you've got a nice bit of sky.
Carol says she will post photos when done.
Yay, please do. Nice. This is a fossil fern. Nice lemon yellow. Some swirly green. Some lavender trees. There's Link. A little bit more fossil fern.
Diana and Mandy.
Hi Diana, hi Mandy. Bit of batik.
And Lorna.
Hi Lorna.
And Karen is cozying up in front of the fire while watching.
Oh, that'd be nice. We don't have a fire. I do miss having a fire. This is a nice grey marble, perfect for rocks or mountains. Another batik green. Nice pink, batik pink.
Lolly likes the Christmas tree.
Oh, thank you. I've had those decorations. I bought, well, a lot of them, not all of them. Blue. We've had a blue tree since 1999. Same as the purple, but in brown. Oh, bit of twist, Dashwood twist. It's pebbles, proper pebbles. Oh, this is that marble, but in the green. And you get a bigger piece of, oh, this is a bit of Highlands. So this one, they won't all be exactly the same as this, but you will generally have a stag and some cows and a capercaillie somewhere on your piece. So it'll be up to you to how you want to put it on, if you want to use this, but you'll have one of those motifs somewhere. So that's everything that you get.
Lorraine is watching.
And I will add be a printed page of the template for the background if you want to make it. And what I've done is I've just transferred it using Sharpie, or you can use pencil. I wouldn't use a friction pen because I'm going to iron it, and if you iron it you'll do an Emma and all your markings will disappear. So I've actually used a Sharpie for this, and I've just transferred it onto just a piece of plain white, anything plain. Adding it onto the fabric, doing it on the fabric rather than on the paper, just adds a bit of stability. But you can do it on paper as well if you prefer to do it that way. So, oh, and in the package, when you get the package, they are packaged up in the same order as I'm making them. That doesn't mean that you have to use it in that order, but if you do want to, just be aware that they are packaged up in that order. So if you want them in that order, just either make a note or make sure you keep them until you need to use them in the same order. So I haven't numbered this one yet, but the top is my sky. The smaller bit at the top is my sky. Oh, and I wanted to show you before I forget. So last week, you know, Kaylee and Alice were visiting, and unbeknownst to us, Alice was sitting very quietly in the chair until we realised what was happening. But she had gotten hold of my bat, and she rearranged the pins. I don't know if you can see that. They were all on his belly, and she rearranged them. She thought that they ought to be going through his head and his face. So yeah, so that kept her amused for a little while until we realised, and we took it off her. But she rearranged. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think she got off the old block.
Karen says, "Oh, that looks painful."
She was having a great time. So what I'm going to do for I'll show you this, don't worry, I'll show you this. I'm also going to lay my first one. My first one is the sky. I'm just going to lay it on top.
Joanne and Mum Maureen.
Oh, hi Joe, I'm Maureen. Thank you so much for the Christmas card and the Christmas gift. It is on that side of the tree, but it is sitting there waiting to be opened. Thank you very much.
And Sandy is watching.
Hi Sandy. So I'm pinning that down, so I'll show you here. This is all my sky. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And I've laid it down.
Susan is watching.
Hi Susan. Right side facing up, and then I've got, make sure my selvage edge
Your
is.
brother is watching.
Oh, hi Simon. Is at least 1/4 of an inch over that first line, and because this is sky and clouds, I want to make sure that my sky and clouds are going across horizontally really well, because if I laid it down, if I show you, if I laid it down this way so that it sort of is 1/4 of an inch just below that line all the way across, you're going to have crooked clouds, and they don't tend to happen that way, so it will extend a little bit further down on this end than on the other end if you've got a slant.
Joanne says, "So relieved that we got it. The post office says it was untrackable. We nearly panicked."
Oh no, thank you very much. Yeah, it arrived safely.
And Marion is watching.
Hi,
And your mum says Rubble is sitting watching you. He can hear your voice.
Aw, hello Rubble. Who's a good dag? Who's a good dag? He's a good boy. Yeah, I'll see him tomorrow. He's a good jag. Right, so the first one is going to be lemon yellow as the next one. So I've got a trick to do this so that they make sure they overlap. I'm making sure they overlap on either side. I want to make sure that my...
Joanne also says got the order from you too. Lovely fabrics as ever.
Oh yes, that is lovely. Thanks for the order. That was it's always a delight to cut those fabrics. These are the metallics, the pebbles, the pink pebbles and things like that.
And here's Link.
There's Link. So what I am doing, this is my trick.
No one can see. It's just Link.
Link's, oh, it's not his very end.
There he goes.
There he goes. This is how I do all of my paper piecing now, or foundation piecing. So I've got my first sew line. Oh, actually, you know what I've done? I always do this. I've actually pinned it to the wrong side. And I tell you for why. Because you want the markings to be on the opposite side to where your fabrics are showing. So I want my markings to be down and my fabric to be on this side where there's no markings, because otherwise I won't be able to see where I'm sewing. I always make that mistake. This is why, of all the methods, foundation piecing is the one that I find the most, I won't say taxing, but it requires the most concentration.
Oh dear.
Some people can just take to it like a duck to water.
Mm.
And it just, you know, it makes complete sense. It's just my brain doesn't work in that manner. Okay, so I'm just doing exactly the same as I did. There we go. And then this way. Now we can see. And if you hold it up to light, you can see. Oh, I don't know if you can see it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it overlap. That's a good way to make sure, once you've pinned it also, that everything is overlapping that first line that you want.
Mm.
There we go. But what I do is I'll put a pin in this end. So I'm going to sew along this first line. I'm going to put a pin on this end. And that pins through all of my fabrics on this side. And then, I mean, you don't have to, but that is a little bit more seam allowance than I need. But you can leave it. I'm just going to move that over a little bit. But then I know for sure that all of my raw edges are over that first seam line, and my fabric is going to cover where it should. There we go. Okay, so I'll just show that again. So my first fabric I lay down face up. My second fabric I lay right side face down. And then all the other fabrics that you'll do will be face down from now on. It's only that very first fabric that you just lay face up.
He's like the person who comes in and shuts the telly out right as they're about to announce who the murderer is. Joanne says, sorry to ask, missed the beginning. Is the kit that you put up earlier, do we have to draw our own lines, or
no,
there is a template?
So this is what it will sort of end up looking like. The kit is on the landing page of the Swift Quilting Company. This is the kit. It has all the fabrics in it, plus a bigger piece of the Celtic animals, Scottish animals. You'll get the kit includes all this fabric plus a sheet of the template, so you can transfer the template onto a piece of fabric like I've done, or you can make copies with some foundation paper, or just make copies so you keep that one and then you just make copies and do it paper pieced if you want to.
Diamond says for her, FPP is like joining and driving around a French roundabout. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yes. I don't know if they've changed. I think they might have changed. But I remember back in the day when they first started, and this will blow your mind, Michael. So you didn't yield to people on the roundabout. You got onto the roundabout, and then the people on the roundabout would have to yield at each junction. At each.
Totally defeating the purpose of a roundabout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Joan has put the link to the Landscape Mini Kit, and she says thank you.
Thank you.
And Anne says, sorry I'm late. What are we making?
We are making, I'll show you. It is a Landscape Mini. Oops.
Karen says, that's the French for you.
Well, yeah. They couldn't have it as the English use it. I mean, that would just be wrong.
Yes. But as it's Christmas, cordon bleu and all that, right? You know, there you go.
There we go. So I've just sewn all the way across from one side to the other. Where's mine?
Joanne says less about, more round, I guess.
Yeah. Still. Just press this out. Ooh. Okay. I thought it was iron proof. It's not entirely, but it didn't do anything. Those can just stay there.
Diamond says, gotta love a cordon bleu chicken, nearly as good as a Kiev.
Oh, it's Michael's speciality. So what we're making is
180, 33 minutes.
Yes, it's a Landscape Mini. So it's foundation pieced, very easy. Kits are on the website. £15 for the kits, and you'll get a little sheet of template in there as well. But you will get, even if you make this and you still want to use some for other landscape projects, you will have leftovers. So I'll show you. Oh, and I should have picked up my scissors. I'm gonna have to go find a pair of scissors because I will need some. Can't believe I forgot that. I don't even have a floor manager to help me either. Where's Elliot when you need him? So those are my two end of my sew lines. You can see that's going to be a lot of seam allowance. So I'm just going to move this over about there. Lay sort of flat, straight. So I'm just going to sew along the next one.
Joanne says this seems like a lovely FPP beginner piece, as it looks like you worked down the page systematically with no curves, and it's not too tiny either.
Yes, that is exactly right. So if you've never done it before, this is perfect. And if you've got that pattern, I mean, I've done obviously landscape, but there's nothing to say you couldn't make it into a seascape with lots of lovely different shades of blue and grey and sea foam and green and all sorts. Or you could make it all sorts of different shades of blue, silver, white, make it into a snowscape as well.
And says, I can see your tree over your shoulder, it's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And Darwin says, I think John Scott is desperately hoping for the days when he can get in about the designers again and help.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And that says we got stuck around the Triumphant Arc in Paris on Friday evening rush hour many years ago. Never forgetting how scary that was.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we have driven through Paris. The thing I remember about Paris is it's lots of underpasses, which I actually quite like.
Christine says, did you hear Mandy Shaw is back on Stony Street? We still love you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I did. And with John Scott, yeah, I did see that. That is great. Great news. Oh, that's something else. I'm just gonna go grab some scissors.
Anne says, but don't let John do any pressing for you.
Oh. No, he never used to. Vix was really good about pressing. Vix was really, yeah. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to cut. So I have, let me show you what I've done before I even start. So I've just taken that bit that I've just cut, that I've just sewn rather, folded my foundation over so it stays completely out of the way. And then I'm just going to cut 1/4 inch seam allowance here, or thereabouts. It doesn't have to be perfect. There. But look, that's all extra. So you could actually make a few. You could probably make 3 or 4.
Barbara is watching.
Hi, Barbara. Hey, hey, hey. So now I'll just press that. And the other thing is, I mean, the template is there as a kind of guide, but if you don't completely follow the line, it doesn't matter. It's still going to look fabulous, and it will be more yours. It won't just be a copy. Let's see, so this one's the next one, and then we'll in order. So.
And your Sarah says, could you not gotten any smaller scissors?
It was the first pair I could find, okay? I do actually have, I've sort of treated myself to a pair of, oh, now I can't remember, is it Ernest Wright fabric scissors, which some of you might know. You'll know who that is. Proper handmade scissors from Sheffield. I'm excited. You don't look very excited. I'm excited about it.
No, I'm not excited about it. Who's Ernest Wright? Is it Wright with a W or Wright with an R?
W. And they will not be used for anything but fabric.
Well, that's is yet to be seen. If they're left out, then it's fair game.
No. No, 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 no. Okay, so that's all done.
Isn't that right, Link?
No, he agrees with me. Yes. Yeah, we managed to get the Christmas tree. It was open on Sunday.
It's open all week until Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but this was still, it would have still been November, so it was open like the last weekend of November.
Joanne has put that on the website. Each pair of Ernest Wright reflects over a century of knowledge, passion, and character, seamlessly blending supreme quality into everyday use. Bought once, they'll love you for a lifetime. Oh, yeah. Fair play.
Yeah, they're really nice scissors. I've been wanting a pair for a long time, and
I don't. Are they in the shops? I don't see.
No.
Or you have to.
You have to order it
from them.
Yeah, and it's not the sort of thing you would buy me, because you would take one look at the price and you would go job on. A bit like I did with your jacket. So Michael has.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is why.
And where do they cut the fabric themselves, or you just tell which it to do?
You don't understand the joy and pleasure of having good quality tools to work with that will, stay with you.
Well, it's.
They didn't come from China.
China. Marion says her husband always asks which scissors he can use. He really is fussy about his tools, so he understands.
See?
I on the other hand, am not fussy about tools.
No.
I am more ugh.
You are more ugh. It's brute force. Besides, it's supporting a British small business.
Joanne says they are heirloom tools.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, that's well done. So does he have is it a factory up there? I mean, obviously this is an old established company.
It is.
So Ernest
Wright
is no longer probably around.
I don't think so. I don't think he's no. He's not.
I'm assuming this is like a Victorian company that started.
I don't know if it's quite Victorian. They've actually been redoing the workshop, so it looks like it started in a sort of craftsman co-op.
Joanne says established 1902.
Yeah, it's in a craftsman co-op, and they're the only crafts people left in the building. So they've bought the building outright, and it is now it's more of a workshop than a factory, I would say.
Karen says they have a great Instagram account, gorgeous scissors. And Jackie says, good for you, Emma. He died in 1954.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, see, I was going to say, I thought it was more recent than that, but I wasn't sure.
So 1902, that's going on for quite a while.
Is that that's Edwardian, isn't it? That's Edwardian.
Yeah, it would be. Because Victoria died in 1901.
Plus, they still make them in the old-fashioned way some of the tools that they have to make the scissors are old as well, and they've just refurbished them.
Diamond says, I still use my 30-year-old Friskers, well looked after, and no one else touches them. £25 back then was a big investment.
Yeah.
And Vic is watching, just joined, but looking forward to finishing my quilt tomorrow.
Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. This is the attic window. Oh, good. Glad. Yay. I'm looking forward to it. I've got my borders on. Tomorrow I'll be doing the snowflakes with you.
Are you on Sewing Street tomorrow?
No.
What?
No. At Rutland.
Oh, you got a class?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, you're going to have a very quiet weekend.
Ooh, okay.
You're going to have 2 days of quietness. I hope you've got enough sheets printed out for your games.
No, I don't think I actually do.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Joanne says apparently started making in the late 1800s, so yeah, it would be Victorian.
Oh, okay, so they were
actually
Victorian.
Yeah. Could even be Georgian. Could be Georgian.
I know, I just know they won't be here till after Christmas. I already know that, but
so they are custom made. They're actually made to order.
Well, to some degree. I think they take a while to craft them. So I think what they do is they make a certain type of scissor at a time, and when they get to making the type of scissor that I bought.
Jackie asks, can you go to the workshop? And Sheffield is, parentheses, was the UK steel city. Yes, I knew Sheffield's industrial past. I just didn't realize.
I would love to go see the workshop. I think they got an award recently as well, like is it the Princess Award for Industry, or I know I'm making that up, but there's a Queen's one, isn't there? A Queen's entrepreneurial thing. I don't think it was that one they won, but it was something royal that they won, some sort of royal award.
Jackie says, is that new fabric you're wearing around your neck?
Oh, thank you. No, this is actually a scarf, like a proper scarf that I bought, but I made into an infinity scarf. So that's what I do, because I don't like the long ones. But
infinity and beyond.
So it's the just a regular scarf off the market that you get, like 2 for £10, I think, or something like that. And then what I've done is, I actually did this on a machine, a French seam, cut it to the length I wanted, did a French seam, and then I've just top stitched the seam down to keep it in place. But I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Joanne says they have a lifetime warranty.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yes, I did
okay,
know
my
that.
love. It is sold. Once something is sold, stop selling.
Yes. I don't even need to sell you on it because I'm the one that bought it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't care.
Okay, and then this one. So I've seen it coming together. So that goes. Let me do this way. And I don't know if any of you guys do those postcards. So there's a group, Facebook group, United Quilt, UK Quilters United, and then as a spin-off from that, there is another group which is affiliated, but you have to belong to that group. Is Postcard Swap, UK Quilters United Postcard Swap, and they do a lot of just following that along, seasonal themes to make a little postcard, literally a little quilted postcard, and once you've made yours, you post a picture of it, and then they will message you a name and address to somebody to send it to, and then you get one from somebody in return.
Claudia says, as a sewing group, I'm sure they would show you around hoping to get orders. I don't know that for sure, but worth a try. You could also just do my trick and just act like you own the place and are supposed to be there and just walk around.
Well, I do that in some places, especially for my day job, but I've never done it.
Jackie says, can you get any more designs in your scarf fabric? I've made mine up and they are a hit with everyone.
Oh, are you talking about the double gauze, the cotton double gauze? If that's the case, I'll have to see, because it's kind of a summer thing. It's kind of a summer fabric, but I do have.
Jackie says yes.
Yes. Okay. I've got the white with swifts. I've got the khaki coloured with swifts. I've got the grey one which you had, and then I've got the pink. Oh no. I think the pink was finished, wasn't it? We finished that one. Pink and the blue. But one of them got done. Like I think we finished it, didn't we? Yeah, those are the only ones I've got so far. I was going to say the maroon jersey might work, but I think we sold that out as well, didn't you? Trying to think what else. Oh, that's not right. You can go this way. So this one I'll show you. There's a few little bits in here where you don't go all the way across. It just cuts down into this one. So what I will do is I'll start from here and I'll follow this line, and then I will just continue sewing into here, probably about to here or so, following that line. So I won't go all the way across, I'll just go down to there, because I know when I do this seam line it will cover it basically. But just extend that stitching line down, don't stop right there, just extend it down a little bit.
Donna says, fess up, Emma, how many pairs of turtle doves do you have?
Oh, just the two? Oh no, I've got 3. Oh, one pair, I don't know where they are. I've got a cream pair. I've got sort of supposed to be limey green, but they look, I won't say what they look like, but they're still comfy. And then I have these, but yeah, they are very nice. I'm actually going to see about making some, because I have some really nice knitted jersey, so I can make my own. But yeah, I call them my house gloves, because this time of year I need them here and at the office. The office is even colder than the house. They're just so nice. They do actually work. So if you go to the Turtle Doves website, there's a little video of the lady who runs it. So they're made, I'm gonna give them a little, they're made from recycled cashmere. So it's cashmere jumper that they've made into little gloves, and it says recycled cashmere. And her little spiel is, if you keep your wrists and your wrists warm, then your hands warm. Hands will stay warm as well, and they really do work actually.
Jackie says Bob Cratchit gloves.
Yeah. They're a godsend this time of year, I tell you.
And Joanne has put the link to the turtle doves.
Yeah, they are nice. I think I bought my first pair in the summer or thereabouts because they were probably on sale, and thought, well, I'll give them a try, see if they're as good as they say they are, and they really are.
And Rachel says, I have some of these, love them.
Yeah, they're really nice. Okay, so I'm just going to cut. So again, you can see you don't use very much of the fabric at all, and if you can actually be even more careful than I'm being and save more. Because these are all my extras. It's actually nice to be doing sewing for a change, instead of just prattling on about things.
Diamond says that they definitely do. I love them and wear them all the time because I have rain yarns.
Oh yes,
and this time of year is the worst.
Yeah, yeah, they're really good for that. I'm just going to tuck this in. Ooh. Fold it over, tuck it in, because I want to make sure that that isn't going to be showing through the next part. That's where that that's a gap. The next bit goes in. So there's that. Next one's going to be grey.
And Joanne asks, will you have much of the Highland cow left after making one?
I'll show you. Hopefully, well, there's a few more bits to get. Hopefully, I might have to skip down to that bit. We'll see. What time is it?
It is 20:37.
Oh, okay. So I might have to do a couple and skip down to that. I'll show you. So it will vary depending on where the cow or the stag is placed on your actual piece of fabric that you get in the kit. And you can definitely sort of fuss with it to make it how you want it. But because of the print, I can't guarantee that it'll be on one side or the other. Sometimes it's in the middle. And sometimes yeah, so I'll show you. Let me do this one and I'll show you. Make sure that's relatively okay. Now this one I am going to sew all the way across. Go. So I just want to show you, I'll show you on this one actually, and then I'll show you on that one as well. So this one I've just pinned it on. Because my original one I did had sheep, but actually I thought, as we've got the Celtic animals, Scottish animals, so I had the sheep. I'd make the most of that because that would be super easy. So you can see on this one, the cows are on one side, you've got a stag here. You will have at least one full cow, one full stag. But how you want to put them on, so this one, if I wanted the cows, I would have to sort of do it from this way. So what I would do is I'd leave that, I'd have the last two bits would have to go this way, or figure this out first, and then you can actually copy your pattern the opposite way. See what I mean? So whichever your thick wedge is going to be on, arrange it so that that is where your cows will be, if you want the cows, that is. So if I wanted my cows here, again, you'd have to make sure that it's straight and then arrange them. Or if you wanted the stag like I had it, you'd have to arrange it so that the stag is showing, basically.
Joanne says, thank you, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it will vary. It just means that each person's won't be exactly the same. They'll be all unique. This one, when I get down to it, so it will actually go this way. So I might actually have to do it so that I'm doing it like that if I want the cows in. Or I might be able to get the stag in the middle. I might just, not enough. I might have to cut his head off for the capercaillie, but I might have a stag standing there in the middle. But if you do that, that's going to cut that bit off, and then you'll have enough. If you cut it carefully and you arrange it carefully, I might have enough to do a cow on another one as well. Or if you really want, what you can do is actually, when you get to that bottom bit, just do a plain colour along the bottom, either another bit that's actually in the top part, something you want to put on the bottom, and then put Bondaweb on the back of this, and then cut around your shape, and you can do an applique instead if you want, of your cow or your stag, and then you can put it exactly where you want it. So there's lots of options, lots of options.
Claudia says, does anybody watch the Christie's Handmade Christmas? I'm taping it to enjoy after watching your lovely crafting evening.
Oh, nice. Oh, I might have to have a look. I have to admit, we haven't watched, well, we've watched a little bit of telly. We haven't caught up on everything. We've been watching The Outlaws. That's been quite good.
We're not finished yet.
No,
so
no spoilers, please. We haven't watched this week. Yeah, but we don't seem to watch very much telly. I don't really have time. We're strictly tomorrow night though. Definitely.
Not here though, right?
No, not here. Don't worry.
Okay.
You'll have the tomorrow evening to yourself as well.
Oh my God, Christmas comes early. Joanne says not started Outlaws yet, but will be.
Yeah, I quite like it, but I like Christopher Walken anyway. Oh, I like all of them that are in it. And I get to say, I've ridden Ruby down that road, because I took Ruby in Bristol, through Bristol, along the road.
Claudia says, I have fallen for Highland cows this year, so I love that particular fabric.
Well, if you like Highland cows, I've also got a panel. It's a purple panel. It's got Highland cows. I think there's a capercaillie. There's thistles, definitely, and I think there's a deer as well. If you have a look, if you search on the website and look for panels, search panels, it should come up. And there's a nice big cushion panels.
Karen says, I listen to more TV than watch. I've usually got my head down stitching something.
Yeah, that's me too. Michael especially loves it when I look up and I'm like, what's going on? What happened? And then he has to explain, because I usually miss something.
Joanne has put the link to the panel you were just speaking of.
Oh, bless you, thank you.
Annette says her husband is watching that, but he says I should, as it is good.
Yeah, I really like it.
And Claudia says we'll definitely have a look for the panel. And Joanne's put the link again for the searching for the Celtics.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. There we go. My extras. Always adds another little fabric, adds another little bit of pattern. Its own little pattern. I think this one could be good for children to do as well. If you did all the pinning and the ironing and just had them sew the straight lines across.
Joanne asked, do you have more of the Highland Cow fabric in purple heather? It's only seeming to show more in the orange version.
Don't think so. I think it is only in that one. I've had a run on it this week actually. So I've actually gotten to the end of a bowl and not had as much as it said I should have had.
And Claudia says comes together pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Terry says their son-in-law is from the Scottish Highlands, loves Highland cows. They come in all sorts of shades of brown and also black.
Mm-hmm. That's so cute. They are really cute. I think there might still be some Lewis and Irene panels that go with this fabric actually. That's got Highland cows on it.
Diamond says cute unless you happen to get caught out in the field with them.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, the last time we saw Highland cows, we were on the right side of the fence to the cows. You remember? It was near Loch Ness. Well, it was in that little village off Loch Ness, next to Loch Ness.
Loch Ness or Loch Lomond?
Loch Ness, because we stayed in that little bed and breakfast.
In Loch Ness?
Yeah, near Loch Ness. They had the Nessie experience right there. Remember? Remember, and there was that pub, and there was a massive wait or something, and we ended up eating somewhere else. I can't remember. Fish and chips. Then we had fish and chips.
Nat says they are cute until you try to get them into the crush for warming.
Oh.
Then those horns are a nightmare.
Yeah.
And Dawn says her daughter has 2 Highlands. They are cute.
Aww. Yeah, they are cute. I would not want to get on the wrong side of them though.
I think I do remember going somewhere else.
But if it involved a meal, then yeah, I'm sure you remember that part. Or lack thereof a meal.
Oh, they would still be telling stories of that happened. I don't remember the cows though.
Yeah, we went for a little walk after we ate. We went for a walk down into the village-ish. We went past, there was a
yes,
fire station there.
That wasn't Loch Ness.
No, but it was next to Loch Ness.
No, that was Loch Lomond.
No,
yes.
no. You're thinking of a different. No, you're thinking it. It's definitely. I'm definitely right.
Yeah. Well, we always know you're right, but I think you have your geography.
No, it was definitely that little village near Loch Ness.
Diamond says some experiences you just want to forget. Loch Ness is probably one of those.
Yeah. Michael was very disappointed about Loch Ness. It did not live up to his expectations.
I prefer Loch Lomond.
Yeah, Loch Lomond is really nice. He was very affronted that there was a road running right along Loch Ness. That was the worst part, I think. How dare Loch Ness be right next to the road?
And then the gift shop with all of Nessie's stuff. It sort of burst
Your bubble.
The fantasy of it all. Christine says, "Is she right but not accurate?" Yes, that's more probably along the lines.
No, I know. And when we get finished, I'll show him on Google Maps exactly where we stayed, and he'll say, "Oh yeah, I remember now."
Joanne says, "Was this on holiday? What are holidays?"
Yeah. I've got a little bit too. I didn't go all the way across on that one.
It's been a few years now. That was 2018?
17.
17.
Because it was our anniversary.
Yeah, well, we have an anniversary every year. That's why it's called an anniversary.
And it was our 10th anniversary, so you should remember what year we had our 10th anniversary, because you should remember what year we got married.
I do. Remember. We got married in 2007.
Well done.
Joanne says, "Order placed. Thank you." Of course, I didn't get a happy anniversary this last Saturday, the day we met. Didn't remember that.
Wow.
And Joanne says, "I'm worried about you both." That's right. I remember now. Yes, you are right. Yes. It was near Loch Ness. It takes a while to get started, but once it starts going, the brain eventually kicks into gear.
Then we did go to Loch Lomond.
Then we did.
Then we had to walk.
Then we had to walk around the village there, and that's when we saw the Viking thing, and I text Ken about it.
Yes.
Yes.
But we didn't see any Highland cows there.
No, we did not see it, but we saw, because that's where they filmed. Was it a long-running Scottish program up there?
Oh yeah, but I don't.
I can't remember what they said. Oh, that's where we got the wool blankets too.
Oh yeah, the Buchanan.
Buchanan traditional. Joanne says Monarch of the Glen. No, I don't think it was that.
It wasn't Monarch of the Glen. It was something older.
Yeah, something older. 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Of course, Monarch of the Glen could have been 70s.
No, it was 90s. No, it was something. And it was a nice little village, and there were lots of nice little houses, and it was definitely something there.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Diamond says, "The day you met is an anniversary. Good grief, we'll be celebrating the day you first put out the bin next." Christine says, "Take the high road at Luss." That's it.
That sounds right. I'll get quite a bit extra of that. Get in there, get in there. I think, yeah, we'll see. I'll show you how it's coming out.
Terry says, hope you sampled the local whiskey. We've done a Glenfiddich distillery tour.
Oh.
We had lots of sample tasters.
We didn't actually go to any distilleries.
No, but then whiskey isn't my thing.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I do gin, whiskey.
It's a bit too,
I'm
and
sorry.
I generally don't do any spirits.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably will offend a lot of people, but I think it's the devil's drink. Sorry. No.
How very Puritan of you.
No, I can't. Oh, just the smell of it. Oh. No, thank you. What time is it?
It is 20:56.
Oh, okay, so getting close. I'll do one more. Well, I'll have to. I'll post pictures. I'll finish this up. It won't take long. I'll finish it up tonight. Well, we might go over. Let's see. I need.
Well, that means I get overtime.
You get overtime. I think I might have. I think this pattern, this template is slightly different to that one. Sorry, I'm just agreeing. I'm not really listening to what you're
Yes,
saying.
I know. I swear Link listens to me more.
Where is he? Oh,
He's in bed.
Poof.
Yeah.
He's on his poof with
It's
his
cold.
blankie.
It's cold.
Yeah, I had to take his blankie off his poof to send a picture to somebody, and I had to lay it on the floor. And as soon as I was done, he sat on it and he looked at me. He's like, "You're not taking my blanket."
Joanne asked how much I'm paid, and Diamond asked, "Do you pay overtime?" Terry says I like both gin and a good single malt whiskey. And Lorna says double time.
He gets paid in meals. Except this weekend.
Yes, I was just going to say except this weekend.
Yeah. I don't know, what are you going to have for Sunday lunch?
Well, there's a frozen pizza in there.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Can I have that one? That one's yours.
No, you can have that one.
All right.
I don't know what you're going to eat tomorrow night.
Well, I'll figure it out. I'm grown up. I've
So it's going to be a bowl of popcorn.
I made it on this earth this long. I could figure it out for a day. David says I cook my own chicken Kiev, and then Joanne says, "Are there Kievs this weekend?"
I don't know if we've got any left.
No,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't really know. Actually, the fish fingers.
We ate them.
Oh, there.
I think you still got some chips left there.
That's fine. Now, most people would say you always could do a takeaway, but then that would involve me talking to people, and that's not going to happen.
No, that doesn't happen. No.
I'll figure it out. I'll be all right. I'll soldier on.
Oh, bless.
I'll fight the good fight. Stiff upper lip. Just keep KBO. And Joanne says fish finger sandwich is always good.
Mm. Oops. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I added some extra strips on this one.
And Terry says pasta quick and easy.
Oh.
I wouldn't say that.
It is quick and easy. And you do have cheese in there, so you could have buttered pasta.
Tom says, "Do you want me to drop you a Chinese or Korean?" No, I'll be fine. Thank you, Don.
Don't spoil him.
Joanne says pot noodle.
Oh, we haven't had any of those for a while. We did have some Well, Michael calls them posh pot noodles. They're not really pot noodles, but they kind of are, but they're not that pot noodle brand. You said you didn't mind those.
No, they were alright, yeah. Claudia said there's nothing like a toasty with a noodle. No, I shall be alright.
You've got plenty of food. You're just too lazy to make it.
No, that is not true. That is not a true statement. I can cook. It's tasteless when I cook. I am perfectly capable of cooking a meal. You've had my meals. It just doesn't taste like anything. Diamond says fish fingers are the only fish allowed in this house now. Arguments about how to cook fish are awful in this house, and I don't eat or cook it.
Oh.
Terry says beans on toast.
Oh, yeah.
And Dawn says, oh, I love a pot noodle.
Yeah. But he's American. He doesn't understand beans on toast.
Well, I don't really. I could take baked beans or leave them. I'm not a big. It's not. I wish we had some black pudding though. And Joanne says there are more important things in life than cooking, like fabric.
Yes, exactly. And motorbikes this
Oh.
weekend.
We have bacon, don't we? Did we get bacon?
When? I got
We have
bacon from
eggs.
the butchers.
I can make eggs.
You can make eggs.
I'll be all right. I'll be fine. Soldier through. It says usually Saturdays are kind of a wing it day anyway.
I'm just going to use a little bit more of this because
I also can make myself a sandwich.
make yourself a sandwich. Did I miss that? That completely was off the mark. I'm doing it wrong.
Lorna said we ate pot noodles last week. When the power was off, boiled the water on the camping stove. Claudia says push pizza in the oven. Yes, that's Sunday.
Yeah, how is everybody? Has everybody got their...
Mandy says, will you be okay making Lynx meals? Yes, I do Lynx meals all the day. Thank God he's on dry kibble now.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
The
days of wet food
they were
over.
They were horrible days.
Yes.
And Diamond says, what about offal? Some nice kidneys and a mustard sauce on toast. Lorna says, and porridge.
Oh yes, you can do I actually had to teach him how to make porridge because I didn't realise he didn't know. Apparently it was the best porridge he's ever had.
It was the best porridge I've ever. My porridge is more like, solid. It doesn't look like the picture on the box.
It's not like Mom makes.
That's what Katie told me. How about getting deflated by a 5-year-old? It's not how Mom makes it. Poor kid. I think we didn't have a dog then, did we? I think she was looking for a dog. And Lorna says sticks to ribs, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, nice bit of porridge, syrup, golden syrup. Somebody told me it's, was it on here? It's salty in Scotland, or is it somebody told me in Scotland it's not the syrup, it's salty. Porridge is salty. Somebody can confirm whether that's accurate or not.
Terry says proper porridge made with water and sprinkle.
What's sprinkle?
Don't know. We don't make it with water anyway. We make it with milk.
No, we make it with milk.
Terry says, sprinkle with salt in Scotland. Yeah.
Oh, okay. porridge is my comfort food. I'm not feeling very well.
Diana says her granddad used to put salt on instead of sugar.
Mm. You put salt on your popcorn instead of sugar.
Well, yes, because that's, yes. And I also put butter on it.
I think I'll have a bit of this.
And Christine says can't stand the stuff, the smell.
Or popcorn or porridge?
I don't know. I think
If it's
probably
popcorn,
porridge.
I am with you, sister. It is disgusting. Also the food of the devil. Look. Gag me with a spoon.
You know, popcorn is actually quite healthy.
Yes. Yeah, once you add all the butter.
Diamond says they used to make batches in Scotland, water and salt only, stick it in a big sheet pan or drawer and cut out a square.
Oh. Interesting.
Christine says no, it was porridge. She likes sweet popcorn.
Yeah, Mum always used to make sweet popcorn. Still don't like it. The only kind of popcorn, the only kind of popcorn that I will eat and I do enjoy is the kind that you get in a bag that is covered with toffee and nuts and good stuff like that.
Terry says oatcakes with cheese.
Ooh. That sounds nice. Okay, you have to stop because you're making me hungry now. And I have to stick to my noom.
Diamond says popcorn smells like hamsters.
She's not wrong.
I don't understand what you mean by how it smells. I don't get it. I don't get it. But then again, it's a staple food when I was growing up. And you've had my aunt's cooking.
Oh God. Nobody we know is going to watch this, is it? I mean, like from your family. So, the worst Thanksgiving meal I've ever had. I don't think you could even really call it a meal. I mean, we're using the word meal very loosely.
Yeah, well, it's the effort that matters, not the application.
Okay. The shrimp were a clue. Almost there, almost there, almost there. You missed, you missed.
Do you know what makes popcorn pop?
The water in the shell expanding.
That wasn't very fun.
I'm a botanist.
Yeah, but doesn't necessarily mean you know how popcorn pops.
I'm sorry. I don't know, my love. How does popcorn pop?
It's too late now. I don't want to say. Don't matter.
No, really.
No.
I don't know. How does it do it?
No, that's all right. Do you know what a four-seam fastball does?
No.
Joanne said I was waiting for a punchline.
last piece. So let's cut this off. And then I'm gonna add my coos. Okay, now this bit, I wanted to show you this bit because this bit can be tricksy. So, my wedge is on this.
Just at the most important time, here comes Link.
Right on cue. Alright, so this one I'm going to do this way. So I'm going to put my pins. Link, seriously. I love you, but you know. I'm going to put my pins on either side of the seam so I know where I'm working to. Okay.
Judy says there aren't many popcorn jokes about because it's corny.
That's pretty good.
And Joanne says because the Colonel told it too.
So that's my line.
And Diamond says the star wanders in after all the hard work has been done.
Yeah.
And Terry says Link, perfect timing.
I'm going to move this up a little bit. I think. Again, you want to make sure that this part, that your cows, your cues, are standing straight and not slanted in the field. So if a ruler would be helpful, but let me do this instead. That's a nice straight-ish edge. There, so that's my straight edge. If you put your ruler across there, that'll show you sort of where that seam will be. So I've got my pheasant is showing, my cows are all there. So I'm happy that my cows are standing straight in the field. I might move this bit down a little bit. There we go. And then this is the trick that I do. So I'm gonna give this fabric a little bit of a tug around that pin just to make the hole a little bit bigger. So you can see it, you might be able to see that hole. And then I'm going to put my pin through it this way. By making that hole a little bit bigger, it makes it easier to see. So I'm just going to loosely pin that so I don't lose it. Do the same over here, and then I can straighten everything out. I'm just going to make that hole a little bit obvious. There we go. Okay. There we go.
Elaine asks, will the face of the cow on the left be cut off?
Oh, good question. Yeah, it probably will, but I'm not worried about that because if I was going to take a photo, then chances are, if that was the edge of the photo, it would be cut off anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. If you're concerned about that, then definitely arrange it to how best that you want it. So I'm just going to flip that over. Yeah, it will be cut off. It'll probably be cut off about here because this is a little bit over. So you'll probably get the bum of the cow in your picture, and then I might get the head of the capercaillie just in. But I'm more worried about having the cow here, my focus. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest with you. I could move it over a little bit to get rid of that cow a little bit more, but it's however you want it to go on your landscape, and working with the piece of fabric that you've got and where everything is. So I'm happy with that. Last seam. And again, if you are worried about that bit, just stick some bondeweb on the back of that whole piece of fabric, and then you can cut the cows and everything out and applique them on instead. Oh, that's going very slow. There we go. So I'll cut that off in a little bit, but I'll press that down and you'll see. There we go. One mini landscape with cues.
Actually, it's not cut off. Oh, when you trim it.
Yeah, when you trim it, it will, because that's to the edge.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you'll just get his bum.
Very well.
Yeah. So yeah, so there we go. That's that. Kits are online on the Swift Quilting webpage, Facebook webpage. It's a long day.
One of those things.
Yeah, one of those things on the landing page. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that. Have fun making your minis. Have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.
Good night, all.